So Brooke Schofield has finally made a video addressing her past racist tweets. For those of you who don't know who she is, it's okay because I didn't either. But after doing some research, she is a popular internet personality. She's best known for co-hosting the Canceled podcast with Tana Mojo. She also dated comedian Matt Rife, who allegedly cheated on her with 20 women before blocking her number. Ouch. Getting into these tweets, they are very much giving racist, homophobic, and ignorant. However, they had actually resurfaced months ago. I'm assuming the reason why these are getting brought up again is due to Brooke's name being in the news a lot recently due to the whole drama between her and her ex, Clinton Kane. Keep in mind, Brooke is 27 now, and these tweets were made between 2012 and 2015, so she would have roughly been in high school, just graduated high school at this time, which is no excuse. I understand that social media and Twitter specifically was wild, wild west back in the day, but despite what she says here, she was definitely old enough to know better.
Hey guys, I have had a lot to say about accountability lately and how important it is and how far it can go, and I feel like I'm not taking my own advice. Obviously by now you guys have seen the tweets that are circulating around. They unfortunately are not fake. Those are real tweets, like real things that I said. First of all, I want to acknowledge that I feel the same way about them that you do. I think they're so disturbing, they're wrong, they're horrible, and they're disgusting. Of course, I do appreciate the people who are coming to bat for me and like saying like, you know, it was so long ago and like she's grown and stuff, but like it doesn't, honestly, it doesn't fucking matter. Like it literally does not matter. They are horrible. I want to talk about particularly the Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman situation. Try not to be so emotional because I don't want it to seem like it's like a sympathy thing at all. I also don't want to blame anybody else at all, and so I'm trying like to be really careful about that. I just want to explain like and give some context into like my mindset at the time, because I have seen like some comments today that are like, well, no shit, she's racist, like white nepo baby, like a little like spoiled brat, like, and that was not my situation. And my parents were addicts, so I was adopted by my grandparents when I was like 10, and I grew up with them from that point on. And as is true for a lot of grandparents, they're a little bit less progressive than a lot of us are now. And my grandma has dementia, so it was really just like me and my grandpa, and he is a very, very right-wing conservative man, okay? It was like my household was literally just Fox News all the time, Rush Limbaugh, like if you guys know who that is, like playing literally all day long through the house, and that was just like the only thing ever that I had been exposed to. A lot of you guys have also seen my mom's Twitter because she was responding back and forth about the Trayvon Martin situation, and I just should have known better. I know her, and I should have known that she is not somebody that I take any sort of political insight from at all. Again, sometimes you like have these people that you like put on a pedestal and you think everybody older than you is smarter than you and knows everything, and they do not. Truthfully, it took me a really long time. Like, I know some of the tweets I was like 18 and people are like, yeah, like she was old enough to know better. And like, honest to God, you guys, it wasn't until like even after college that I really started to like shift my way of thinking. And there are people in my life who I might have looked up to forever who I do not agree with. And I think it's amazing now that people are like learning earlier on about politics and like forming their own opinions outside of like what their parents think or what they're hearing or whatever it is. But that just wasn't the case for me. Whatever I heard, I passed on. I'm sorry, very, very sorry to anybody who is hurt by the tweets, because obviously they're very hurtful. Like a lot of it is just like what, like why would I even say that? And I apologize for not having said something sooner. I just felt like I was getting these messages from people who like were hurt by them, and I felt like by bringing more attention to it, I was just going to be hurting more people, and that was not the right mindset. I should have said something sooner, and I would never let something go this far again. Like, I love you all so much, and obviously I know that there are some people who are just like not going to care for me anymore, and like I understand that. I need you to know that like is not how I think, that is not what I believe, and I am 27 years old now. I've had so much time to like learn and grow and like formulate my own opinions, and they are nothing like they were when I was 17, 18 years old.
Before I say what I want to say, let's go to that comment section, because, girl, now you have some people that are showing sympathy to Brooke, like Yellow Cake here. The conversation around the effect of our childhood environment has on us needs to be had more. There are so many people who didn't know any better until they leave that environment and learn for themselves. Riley Harton says, as someone who grew up in such a conservative household/town, I am so embarrassed by my old mindset. It's so insane. I've done a complete 180 and it makes a strain on me and my family. Then you have Regina George up here. I'm so confused at people. They got mad because a person did something bad/wrong, and when they go change into a better person, they got mad as well. Then you have people that are not buying the crocodile tears. Top comment saying, when the explanation is longer than the apology. I think you need to post a screenshot of each tweet and explain one by one in a multi-part series. I agree with the third person. This apology was giving, I'm sorry, but it's not really my fault because this is so interesting. I grew up similarly, but I knew instinctively as a child that wasn't right. It seemed so obvious even then, but everyone learns at a different rate how to think critically. So me and Brooke are very close in age. We're a year apart, and much like her, I was also born in a conservative state. She was born in Arizona. I was born and raised in South Carolina. I was exposed to a lot of hate and ignorance at a young age, whether it was from adults or children, but guess what? I never let it pollute my mind. I've always considered myself a free thinker. Even though you have no control over how you're born into this world or how you're raised, it is a choice to educate yourself so that way you can be better than the generations before you. Brooke saying that didn't happen for her until after she graduated college is alarming, considering that's also when she started doing that podcast with Tana Mojo, so it just makes you wonder, did she really learn her lesson? Or did she more so care about protecting her image so that way her brand that she was building wouldn't suffer? Do y'all think Brooke's apology is sincere and that she's grown into a different person, or do you feel like she's just trying to do damage control at this point? I know one thing, she might have removed this out of her bio last night, but her saying Kid Rock is hot is sus in itself.